Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kevin Costner reveals why he banned his kids from watching Yellowstone. Actor Kevin Costner, who recently made headlines with his exit from Yellowstone, previously revealed why his wife and children were banned from watching the hit Paramount series. He said in an interview, "It's too naughty for them to see, and they probably do figure out how to see it. But it's got some nasty little bits that are good fun for everybody else." Costner, 67, shares three younger children, Caden, 15, Hayes, 13, and Grace, 12, with his wife of nearly 18 years, Christine Baumgartner. The pair split in February 2024. He also has four older children, who he credits for keeping him strong during his divorce from previous relationships: Annie, Lily, Joseph, and Liam. Despite portraying the tough and ruthless John Dutton on screen, Costner said he takes a much softer approach at home. In resurfaced interview with Entertainment Tonight, he explained, "It's pretty racy. I've got to watch it and make sure what got left in and what got cut out before they see it." While Costner acknowledged that his kids would eventually come across his work, he expressed a preference for them starting with his earlier Hollywood projects. "Listen, a lot of my movies have some of those themes, so they are going to find them in the course of their life," he said. "I hope they find Fandango. I hope they figure out what I've been doing with my life. I'm their dad for sure. They're going to find it eventually. But for now, I'd rather shield them from it," he joked. Costner's eldest daughter, Annie, once remarked, "Well, he doesn't make bad movies," showing pride in her father's career. His daughter Lily even joined him in a musical collaboration, performing Heaven's Gate from his band Modern West's album Tales from Yellowstone. The song was featured in the series, which Costner described as a special treat for me when my daughter sings. Kevin Costner, the iconic actor known for his timeless performances in films like Dances with Wolves and The Bodyguard, has been a cultural cornerstone for decades. His role as John Dutton in Yellowstone solidified his presence in modern television, captivating audiences with the intense drama, sharp dialogue, and raw portrayal of life on a Montana ranch. Despite the series' wild success, Costner recently made headlines by revealing he's banned his kids from watching the hit show. Sitting down in a candid interview, Costner shed light on his decision. "People often assume that because I'm on the show, it's a family affair at home," he began, his signature calm yet authoritative tone filling the room. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Yellowstone isn't just entertainment, it's a reflection of complex, often dark human experiences. It's not something I want my younger kids to immerse themselves in just yet. Costner, a father of 7 ranging from adults to teenagers, explained that the content of Yellowstone hits closer to home than many might realize. "It's not just about ranching or power struggles," he said, leaning forward. "It's about choices, morality, and the consequences of those choices. There's violence, betrayal, and a lot of heavy themes that kids aren't ready to process. I'm not sure adults even process them fully, and we're the ones living in that world." Shielding innocence. For Costner, his parenting philosophy revolves around protecting his children's innocence for as long as possible. "When you're raising kids, especially in today's world, you realize how quickly they're exposed to things," he explained. "Social media, peer pressure, and the internet accelerate how fast they grow up. I want to slow that down for them." He admitted that some of his younger children had shown curiosity about the show, particularly after hearing friends or classmates rave about it. "They'd come to me and say, 'Dad, everyone's talking about Yellowstone. Why can't we watch it?' And it's a tough conversation because I'm proud of the work I've done on that show, but it's not for them. Not yet." Costner recounted a moment when his teenage daughter snuck into the living room during a Yellowstone marathon. She came in during a scene where John Dutton was making one of those cold, calculated decisions. "I paused it and asked her, 'Do you understand what's happening here?' She shook her head, and I realized then that even if she watched it, she wouldn't grasp the gravity of the themes." The line between fiction and reality. As an actor, Costner is acutely aware of the power of storytelling and its impact on impressionable minds. In Yellowstone, the characters live in a morally gray world. John Dutton loves his family, but his actions often blur the line between right and wrong. He's ruthless when he has to be, and that's something I grappled with as an actor. I don't want my kids to think that kind of behavior is okay just because their dad's doing it on TV. He added, kids see their parents as heroes. If they see me as John Dutton, a man who sometimes solves problems with violence or manipulation, what kind of message does that send? It's important for them to understand the difference between who I am as their father and who I am as an actor. Lessons in patience. Costner's decision also stems from his belief that certain stories are best appreciated at the right time in life. When my kids are older, I'll sit down and watch Yellowstone with them, he promised. By then, they'll have enough life experience to understand the nuances of the characters and their decisions. Right now, it would just be shocking or confusing to them. He recounted how his own upbringing influenced his perspective. I didn't grow up watching everything my parents did. They shielded me from certain things until I was ready, and I'm grateful for that. It allowed me to develop my own sense of morality and judgment without being overwhelmed by adult complexities too early. Balancing pride and protection. Despite his ban on Yellowstone for his younger children, Costner remains deeply proud of the show and its impact. I think Yellowstone resonates with people because it's honest, he said. It doesn't sugarcoat life. It shows the beauty and brutality of it all. But as a father, my job is to create a safe space for my kids, not expose them to harsh realities before they're ready. Costner also shared how the show's themes have sparked meaningful conversations with his older children. My adult kids watch it, and it's been a great way for us to talk about big issues: family loyalty, sacrifice, ambition. Those are universal themes that apply to everyone in some way, but those conversations can only happen when you're mature enough to engage with them. The bigger picture, for Costner, the decision to ban Yellowstone from his household isn't just about the content, it's about the kind of world he wants his kids to grow up in. As a society, we're constantly bombarded with media that glamorizes violence and power. I want my kids to know there's more to life than that. There's kindness, empathy, and creativity. That's the world I'm trying to nurture for them. He smiled wistfully, adding, I think one day when they're older and we watch Yellowstone together, they'll understand why I made this choice. And maybe they'll even thank me for it. Costner's candidness offers a glimpse into the balancing act of being a parent in the spotlight. While the world sees him as John Dutton, a rugged rancher fighting to protect his legacy, his most important role remains behind the scenes, being a father who shields his children from the storm, even if it means keeping them away from his own work. In the end, Kevin Costner's decision reflects his values, his commitment to his family, and his belief that some stories are worth waiting for. And as the Dutton legacy continues to unfold on screen, the Costner legacy, rooted in love, integrity, and patience, remains steadfast at home.